Om Param Tattvaya Narayanaaya Gurubhyo Namaha Jai Gurudev. So many people, they fear the intensity of Mother Kali, and they often question whether one should or should not install the Vigraha of Mother Kali at home. So for many people, Mother Kali represents death, darkness, destruction, being very fierce. To me, Mother Kali has always been my Ishta Devi, along with Baglamukhi. And to me, she represents being motherly and being compassionate. And with Abhay and Varada Mudra, she's always ready to grant us fearlessness and protection. So it is very important to understand how we can invite the fierce yet the protective and the compassionate mother in our home altar. And again, this is not just about setting up an altar, but also about understanding some of the practices that one must follow if you decide to install a Vigraha of Mother Kali at home. First of all, to my Guru Parampara, Param Pujya Gurudev ki jai, Paramahansa Swami Nikhleshwaranand Maharaj ki jai, Baba Bhutnath ki jai, Ma Kali Ma Baglamukhi ki jai, Siddhashram ki jai. So before you get into installing the Vigraha, it is very important to understand the Swarup of Mother Kali that is applicable to all householder. Any householder can install a specific form of Mother Kali. Mother Kali appears in several forms. She appears as Dakshina Kali, she appears as Shama Kali, she appears as Mahakali, Shmashana Kali, Bhadra Kali, Guhya Kali. There are thousands and thousands of forms of Mother Kali. But the most compassionate, the most benevolent, the most simplest form of Mother Kali is that of Dakshina Kali, that can be installed or that can be kept in your daily puja ghar or in your home altar by any householder. It does not require a lot of elaborate procedures. It does not require a lot of complex procedure. It can just be installed. But yes, there are things that one must do every day if you have a Kali Vigraha at home. Mahavidyas, first of all, are not some simple energies that it is really should not be considered as a child's play. If you have committed to having a Mahavidya Swarup at home, having a Mahavidya Vigraha at home, it is also very important to commit some time and some devotion on a regular basis to the mother. So speaking of Dakshina Kali, that's the form that anyone can install, keep a Vigraha at home. Now, what is Dakshina Kali? I have explained a lot more in my other video about Dakshina Kali, but in a very simplistic form, the Swarup that we see in Dakshineshwar Kali, the one which was worshipped by Ramakrishna Paramhansa, is the one of Dakshina Kali. If you can get that Vigraha or any Dakshina Kali Vigraha in your home, that can be kept in your puja ghar. Now, when you keep a Vigraha, it is also very important to understand some of the dimensions. So for a normal householder, the one that is kept inside your house, in your puja ghar, it is advisable to keep a very small to medium size murti. Now, what does small to medium size mean? Small to medium size usually is around 6 to 12 inches, 6 to roughly, I would say 18 inches is all allowed. So if you have a statue or if you have a Vigraha or an idol of that dimensions, roughly 6 to 12, 6 to 18, those are the Vigrahas that can be kept in your puja ghar. Anything that is bigger, anything that is massive in size, those should always be kept in a temple. They are not meant for your daily puja at home because those statues or those idols require a lot more services, a lot more, devotion, a lot more, I would say, offerings, a lot more. It is a full-time commitment to have those kind of statues. So they are never kept at home. They are always to be found in temples where there will be a priest and the priest will follow very strict rituals for Mother Kali. But if you're a householder like us and you want to do Mother Kali puja and worship at home, just keep a small to medium sized Vigraha at home. Now, the Vigraha can be made of brass. I mean, it's very easy to find in any shop. If you cannot find a Vigraha of a Dakshina Kali Swarup, again, try and look for a Swarup which has a very gentle face, a Swarup which is very ferocious, with too many hands, with 10 hands, 18 hands. Those are extremely powerful energies. And again, those are not meant to be kept at home. A very simple Swarup of Dakshina Kali will be 4 hands. Those are to be kept at home. Generally, there will be a very gentle smile of Mother Kali. When you look into her eyes, she will look very compassionate, a very motherly feeling you will get from that idol. So those are the form that should be kept at home. Anything that looks massive in size, very ferocious expressions, very ferocious eyes, all of that should be completely avoided being placed in the house. So if you're not able to find a Vigraha, you can always keep a photo of Dakshineshwar Kali or any Dakshina Kali Swarup. You can just keep a photo. You can frame it, again, a small frame inside your temple. The other option that you can also do is you can have a yantra made of copper. Generally, copper yantras are very easily available in India. Again, copper, because copper is considered to be a very good conductor of energy. And most of the sadhana rituals, you will always see, even in your daily puja ghar, you will have a copper pot filled with water, right? Either it's a copper or a silver. So if you can find a yantra of Kali, which is a copper yantra, those can be kept in your puja ghar as well. So now that you have an option of either going with a Vigraha or going with a photo or going with a copper yantra, once you have placed that in your altar, now you're not going to place it completely bare. You're going to keep a red cloth, or you're going to keep some kind of a thali, like a small patra, and you will place your Vigraha or photo or yantra, whatever it is, you will place it there in your temple altar. Once you have that, then comes the real commitment. It is very important. Once you bring Mahavidyas in your house, they require some dedication. On a daily basis, you have to make sure that you offer Ma Kali, the Vigraha or the Yantra, whatever you have, at least kumkum or haldi, akshat, and some flowers. The best flower that you can offer Mother Kali is red hibiscus. Again, very easily available. Most people will have it in their backyard, right? In your pots, it's very easy to grow hibiscus. It does not require a lot of science. So hibiscus should be offered to Mother Kali on a daily basis. The other option, if you cannot have access to hibiscus, is either any red flower. It could be a red rose, also lotus. Mother Kali is called Kamalakar Pujita, so she loves lotus. You can do her puja with Kamal, with lotus as well. Or the other best offering for Mother Kali is Bilva Patra. Bilva Patra is also very easily available. Bilva Patra is also very priya for Shiva as well. So again, for Shiva and Kali, you can offer Bilva Patra to Mother Kali as well. Now, these are some of the things that you have to do on a daily basis. You cannot just leave a Vigraha inside the home and forget about it. So she needs a little bit of commitment. Any Mahavidya, it could be tomorrow I may make a video about Baglamukhi, and if somebody decides to keep a photo of Mother Baglamukhi at home, then there are certain do's and don'ts that you need to follow. So kumkum haldi on a daily basis. Now, if you have a yantra, same thing, you will be offering kumkum or a haldi or some akshat mixed with haldi on a daily basis. You will do some archan of that yantra. Now, every day while you're offering the kumkum or the flowers to Mother Kali, try and offer it saying some dhyan mantra. Now, the most simplest dhyan shloka you can say is from Durga Saptashati, which is Jayanti Mangala Kali, Bhadra Kali Kapalini, Durga Shama Shiva Dhatri, Swaha Swadha Namostute. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali, Bhadra Kali Kapalini, Durga Shama Shiva Dhatri, Swaha Swadha Namostute. You can offer your petals, you can offer your Bilva Patra a few times using this shloka. So just a very simple way of offering your dhyan, of really inviting Mother Kali to your home on a daily basis. Once you have done all that, the other things that are very important to Mother Kali is Agni. Always have some kind of a diya burning in your house for Mother Kali. It does not need to be running 24/7. Those are done usually during Navratri. We will have Akhanda diya, which will go on for 9 days. But again, as a part of your home puja, I'm sure you guys do some kind of a diya on a daily basis. Along with diya, again, diya can be made of sesame oil or mustard oil, or it could be just pure ghee. You can make any of these options. But the most important thing that Mother Kali really loves is dhuni. If you go to any temples all over India, any Kali temple all over India, whether in Bombay, in Bengal, anywhere, you will always see that most Kali temples will have some kind of, they offer that smoke. You must have seen in movies also, right? A lot of movies where there is a lot of representation of Kali. There's definitely a lot of smoke that will be shown because, again, Kali loves that smoke. She lives in Smashan, she lives in cremation ground. So she's all surrounded by smoke. So anything that is Agni Tattva, which is very important, either in the form of diya, and secondly, most important is some kind of a dhuni. Dhuni can be made of gugul. It could be made of anything, right? Loban, mixture of loban and gugul, but mostly people make it of gugul. That's the dhuni that you can offer to Mother Kali. You get a packet nowadays, right? In India, you just put it and light it, and then it creates some kind of a smoke. You offer that to Mother Kali. If you do not have access to dhuni or you don't know how to do a dhuni, simplest thing you can do for Mother Kali on a daily basis is just offer her some kind of a kapoor. Any kind of kapoor, any kind of smokiness that you can generate in the house, especially around evening time when that sandhya time happens, which is really the dusk happens, right? Sometime around the sunset, if you have a culture in your home of doing diya or some kind of a aarti at home every day, try and do some kind of a dhuni, some kind of a smoke. It is to please Mother Kali. It is also to dispel a lot of negative energies from your house. That time, that evening time is very important. So make sure to always have some kind of a smoke offering for Mother Kali. I already explained about diya. Along with all that, the one thing every day, which is a part of most of Sanatanis, is really the conch, the shank, the sound of shank. And you will see this in Kali temple. So if you could do that on a daily basis, it's great. If not, that's fine. But try and at least offer kumkum, some red flowers or any kind of flowers for Bilva Patra, and, along with some kind of a dhuni or some kind of a smoke for Mother Kali. So those were really the key things. Now, as you're offering the petals or the bilva patra or the dhuni you're showing to Mother Kali, continue saying either Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali, that shloka, or you can just simply say Jai Ma Kalika, Jai Ma Kali, Jai Ma Kali, Jai Ma Kali. Just offer that in a very simplistic form. Jai Ma Kali, Jai Ma Kali. That's all you need. You don't need any elaborate mantras. You don't have to worry about this, whether pranav should be added, whether I am, eligible for pranav. None of that. Simply Jai Ma Kali, Jai Ma Kalika, Jai Ma Kalika. Just call her mother. Call her mother every day. She will listen to you. That's all she cares about. So some of those things, again, make sure you do it on a daily basis. Now, for people who cannot commit to so much, I think it's not more than 5-10 minutes that one can offer basic upcharas to Mother. But the days that are most important to Mother Kali is Tuesday. Tuesday and Saturday, make sure to do something much more elaborate. Now that you have a Mahavidya, like I already said, these are not some normal energies to play with. Either you commit to it or you don't commit to it. Once you commit to it, do something every day. But on special occasions, on special days like a Tuesday or a Saturday or a Amavasya. Amavasya is one tithi that you will see all Kali temples will do some elaborate Amavasya puja for Mother Kali. That's how I started to get more attraction towards Mother Kali. I used to go to this temple, Kali Puja, and Amavasya was something I would never miss. I used to love going there. So Tuesday, Saturday, again, Mother Kali rules Mars and she also rules the planet Shani, Saturn. So if you have any afflictions with Saturn or Mangal in your horoscope, if you have any problems going with either a Mangal dosh or a Shani dosh in your Kundali, you have to hold on to Mother Kali. She rules Shani and Mangal. So anyway, these 2 days are very important for Kali Puja. So at home, Tuesday, Saturday, and Amavasya, try and do Ashtotar Shatanam, which is the 108 names of Mother Kali in your home. People who are a little more advanced, always do not miss Sahasranam, which is the 1,000 names of Mother Kali on Amavasya day. Great if you can do that every Tuesday. If you cannot do it every Tuesday, at least on the day of Amavasya, you have to do 1,000 names of Mother Kali. You will offer either 1,000 petals or you will offer some akshat grains of rice to Mother Kali, but you will read all the 1,000 names of Mother Kali. So those are some of the things where you have to continue doing it on a regular basis, a Tuesday, a Saturday, and also a Amavasya Tithi. On Amavasya Tithi, as we know, it is very important to also do some of your pitar, some of your ancestors. And Mother Kali is the one who can really liberate all our ancestors. So as you're doing those Sahasranama, pray to Mother Kali that, hey, Mother Kali, please bless all my pitars, please bless all my ancestors, my whoever, my father, my mother, whoever, and make sure that, they either attain moksha, either attain liberation, or whatever it is. So for your pitars, if you want to do something, Amavasya is the best day every month. And Amavasya also, you have to do some kind of a Kali Puja at home. The easiest is either 108 names, or you can do some kind of a Sahasranam for Mother Kali. So those are the key things. And the other thing is also on the Amavasya day, if you could do Havan in the name of Mother Kali, the same Sahasranam or the same 108 names, if you can continue doing that as a part of Havan, if you know how to do Havan, then just include those 108 names on a Tuesday or a Amavasya and do it for Mother Kali. I hope you all understood what types of Vigraha should be installed, what needs to be done on a daily basis. And I'll definitely do many more videos on other deities as well if someone is interested. For now, I think we are good. And then for now, Om Param Tattvaya Naranaya Gurubhyo Namaha, Jai Gurudev.